Hey, entrepreneurship, empowerment, time management, frustrations, emotions, all coming up next. Stay tuned. Hi, Eric Salmon here, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video and just talk about something that I was dealing with earlier on today and over the last couple of days. I had actually purchased some software and website design stuff that is going to be part of the next 12 weeks. I keep saying 90 days, it's 12 weeks. And so as I was working through these web design features and things, part of that is you get access to forum support and so on and so forth. And some of the people in the forum were really getting down on the developers of this piece of software because it didn't really work right out of the box. They just launched it. They were having issues with it. I installed it, was working with it, didn't quite work the way it was supposed to, so I decided, you know what, I know they just launched, I've seen this happen before. Usually, good developers will come back and say, look, sorry about that, here are some updates, and more updates, and more updates to fix these bugs. And some of the people on there were just really, I understand their frustration. They spent hours and hours and hours trying to make something work, that it was just buggy and they were having a hard time. And so I got on there and I just tried to give a little bit of a different perspective, try to throw a little positive spin, reaffirm the way people were feeling was true and honest for them, and because what they were feeling is true. However, sometimes our feelings and our frustrations while we're trying to build a business can really hinder the way that we're thinking through a problem or through an obstacle. So what I did was I just put that out there. One gentleman in particular had posted several places how unhappy he was, and he was trying to get support for this one particular issue. Now, this issue turned out, once he posted what the issue was, it turned out that issue wasn't a design issue with the program or the software. It was actually a technicality issue that he didn't think the process through properly. And so when he posted what his issue was, I said, well, I just did that. Here are the steps I did. It worked just fine for me. Maybe this will help for you. And of course, this gentleman had previously commented on some of my positive posts. It's great that you can be so positive, but there should be better customer service. And I said, yeah, of course there should be. However, here's a solution for you. He got this. He posted after the solution that I'd given him and said, you know what, that worked great, thank you. And I didn't see him post anywhere after that. And I was just thinking about how many hours of frustration he must have gone through, how angry he was, and how when he got to the point where it really wasn't a part of the software issue, because they had done some updates and fixed a lot of the bugs, and the thing was working just fine. It just stopped him from thinking through the problem and through the obstacle. And that's what our emotions can really get into this and really not help us in certain situations. I know sometimes we say, oh, I have a gut feeling. Usually when I have a gut feeling, I sleep on that feeling and see how I am the next day. Those are some of the ways that I do this. I walk away, or I don't spend quite as much time in it. Like what I did was I installed it. It didn't really work properly. I figured they're going to launch this, some more updates. I'll just step away from this for about 2 weeks and come back and see what happened. I came back in 2 weeks. There was a couple updates, and it worked just fine. And I spent maybe 2-3 hours tops in this whole process, where other people in the forum had spent hours and hours and hours of frustration. So are you spending, $20 an hour or whatever your hourly rate may be, or what your time is worth? Some people say I'm worth $1,000 an hour. Okay, so if it's $1,000 an hour, how many hours are you spending trying to recover $5 worth of your, worth of issues that you're having? So you can wind up spending so much more of your valuable resources being frustrated, or you can take a step back, maybe work on something else, work on a different angle of that problem, step away, go do some meditation, calm down, whatever it may be. a lot of times our feelings and frustrations and our obstacles, they're not giving us the right signal. So that's kind of my rant today. I thought I would just kind of throw that out there and see what you think. What are some obstacles and frustrations that you're having in your business that maybe you just need to step away from for a few days, or a few weeks, or whatever the case may be? Could be something you're dealing with in your life. Same thing there. Sometimes we have to get ourselves out of the situation or remove ourselves from that environment until we can come back and think things through, sleep on it, get a good night's sleep, things like that. So anyway, that's my rant. And again, please let me know what you think. Some of the solutions that you find going through some of these obstacles in your business, post below. All right. Thanks. I hope you found this valuable, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.